What if I told you that the weakness you sometimes feel in your legs, that little bit of instability when you stand up from a chair, isn't just about getting older? What if it's partly due to a simple timing mistake you might be making within the first hour of your day? For years, my own legs felt like they were letting me down. It started subtly. I had a little less power pushing up a hill, a little more hesitation on the stairs, but it grew into a nagging worry. I caught myself scanning rooms for a chair to lean on, planning my path based on what I could hold on to. The active, vibrant retirement I'd always imagined was starting to feel like a distant dream. I was scared. Then, a conversation with a doctor revealed a simple morning habit that changed everything. And it has nothing to do with expensive supplements or brutal workouts. It's about a critical window of time, right after you wake up, that holds a key to optimizing your body's ability to maintain and even rebuild the strength you thought was gone for good. Stick with me, because what I'm about to share is the exact science-backed strategy that helped me, and can help you, feel more in control of your own strength. Let me paint a clearer picture of where I was. I remember the day it all hit me. I was in the park with my grandkids when they kicked a ball just a little too far. I went to jog after it, something I'd done 1,000 times, and my legs just felt heavy, wooden. They didn't have the spark I expected. I wasn't just tired, I felt a deep sense of weakness, as if the connection between my brain and my legs was on a delay. That moment was a wake-up call. I was becoming a spectator in my own life, and the fear of a fall, of losing my independence, was becoming a constant hum in the back of my mind. That's when I made an appointment with a geriatric specialist. I explained everything: the heaviness, the weakness, the fear. I expected him to say it was just sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss, and to recommend some light exercise. He did, but then he leaned forward and shared an insight that completely shifted my understanding. He explained, "Every night when you sleep, your body is in a fasting state. To keep everything running, it needs a steady supply of energy. When you wake up, cortisol, the get up and go hormone, is naturally high to mobilize that energy. If you don't give your body the right fuel, it has to find it somewhere, and one of the easiest places to borrow from is your muscles." He told me that overnight our bodies are in what's known as a catabolic, or breakdown state. That's normal, but the issue is what happens in the morning. He continued, "You might drink your coffee, read the paper, and maybe have a piece of toast a couple of hours later. In that time, you've missed a golden opportunity to tell your body to stop borrowing and start building. You're not just fighting age, you're fighting a morning habit that isn't doing your muscles any favors." Well, that was the moment I realized I could be doing something proactive every single morning. The doctor then revealed the solution, and it was powerfully simple. He called it seizing the anabolic opportunity. The secret wasn't just what you eat, but when you eat it. He explained that there is a crucial window, roughly 60 minutes after you wake up, to flip your body's switch from a breakdown state to a building state. Think of it like this. When you wake up, your body is looking for instructions. You have a prime opportunity within about an hour to send a clear signal. The day has started. Stop breaking down tissues for energy. Here are the materials. Start building. Let's break this down. While eating protein later in the day is still absolutely crucial, emerging research suggests that the morning window might be a particularly effective time to kickstart this process. The process you're trying to trigger is the body's natural muscle building process. After about age 50, our bodies can become less efficient at this, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. It just means we need a stronger, clearer signal to get the muscle building job done. And the strongest signal you can send is a specific type of food, eaten within that first hour. By doing this, you shift your body from catabolic, breakdown, to anabolic building. According to some studies, the timing of this morning protein intake appears to be particularly effective for older adults. So, what are these building materials? What food gives your body that powerful signal? The answer is high-quality, easily digestible protein. But not all protein is created equal. The doctor was very specific. To help overcome the anabolic resistance we can experience as we age, we need protein that is rich in an essential amino acid called leucine. Leucine is like the foreman of the construction crew. It's the single most powerful amino acid for triggering your body's natural muscle building process. It's the one that blows the whistle and tells the body to start building. So, your breakfast should be centered around foods packed with leucine-rich protein. Here are the top 3 powerhouse foods he recommended, which have become staples in my morning routine. First, whole eggs. Eggs are a complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs. They are nature's perfect package for muscle repair. 2 or 3 scrambled, poached, or hard-boiled eggs is a fantastic way to start the day. Second, Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. These dairy options are incredibly protein-dense. A single serving of plain Greek yogurt can pack up to 20 grams of protein and is also rich in leucine. Just be sure to choose plain varieties to avoid the added sugars that can cause inflammation. And third, whey protein powder. This was a game changer for me on busy mornings. Whey is a protein from milk that is exceptionally high in leucine and is absorbed by the body very quickly, making it perfect for that 60-minute window. Research has shown that whey protein is especially effective for stimulating muscle growth in older adults. A scoop mixed with water or milk is an incredibly efficient way to meet your morning protein goal. The key is to aim for a meaningful dose of protein in that first meal, ideally around 20 to 30 grams, to ensure you're sending a strong enough signal to your muscles. This isn't just a nice theory. It's backed by a growing field of research called chrononutrition, the study of how the timing of our meals affects our health. A fascinating study from researchers at Waseda University in Japan looked at this very idea in both mice and humans. They found that protein eaten in the morning led to more muscle growth compared to the same amount of protein eaten at dinner. In the human part of the study, they observed that older women who consumed more of their daily protein at breakfast rather than at dinner tended to have better muscle mass and strength. The lead author, Professor Shigenobu Shibata, concluded that a protein-rich diet early in the day is important to maintain skeletal muscle health. This supports what the doctor told me. Your body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm, seems to make your muscles more receptive to growth in the morning. By front-loading your protein, you are working with your body's natural rhythm. Now, to be clear, your total daily protein intake is the most important factor. Many experts recommend that older adults aim for about 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. But distributing that protein wisely, starting with a powerful dose at breakfast, appears to be a strategy that can make a real difference in turning the tide against age-related muscle loss. So how do you put this into practice? It's actually very simple. When you wake up tomorrow, look at the clock. Within the next 60 minutes, eat a protein-rich meal. That's the core of it. Start with 2 or 3 eggs, or have a bowl of plain Greek yogurt with some berries. If you're short on time, a scoop of whey protein in water or milk works perfectly. Don't overcomplicate it. Consistency is what matters most. To supercharge this habit, here are 3 other small things I started doing right after waking up. Before anything else, drink a large glass of water. Your body is dehydrated after sleeping, and water is essential for muscle function and helping your body wake up. Move a little. You don't need a full workout. Just 5 minutes of gentle movement, walking around the house, some leg swings or light stretches, gets the blood flowing to your muscles, making them even more receptive to the nutrients you're about to give them. Get morning sunlight. If you can, step outside for just a few minutes. Morning sunlight helps set your body's internal clock and supports vitamin D production, a nutrient also critical for muscle health. Your body still remembers how to be strong. You just need to remind it every morning. Our mission is to help people feel stronger and more independent. But we also need your support. Like, share, and subscribe so more people can discover science-backed ways to stay active and confident. These small habits, when stacked together, create a powerful morning ritual that sets your body up for a day of strength. I'm curious, and I bet others are too. What is the first thing you typically eat or drink in the morning? Let me know in the comments below. Sharing what we do can help us all learn and improve. When I started this journey, getting out of a deep chair without using my hands felt like a massive effort. My legs would tremble, and I'd have to rock back and forth just to get going. Just a few weeks after consistently applying this morning protein rule, I noticed a change. It wasn't some overnight miracle, but it was real. There was a new firmness in my thighs. The stairs felt less daunting. And one day, I stood straight up from that same deep chair without a second thought. It was a small victory, but it felt monumental. I felt that spark again. Now, I don't even think about it. I can chase the ball with my grandkids and go for long walks with confidence. I'm not scanning rooms for things to lean on anymore. I took back my independence not with some magic cure, but by understanding how my body works and giving it what it needed, right when it could use it most. Imagine yourself feeling that same strength returned. Imagine standing up with ease, walking with a steady, confident gait, and having the energy to be a full participant in your own life. That isn't a fantasy. It is entirely possible, and it can start for you tomorrow morning. If this has opened your eyes to a new way of thinking about your health, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more science-backed strategies to live a stronger, healthier life at any age. Thank you for watching, and here's to rebuilding our strength, one breakfast at a time.